real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Melvin Brown allowed the defendant to live with him, but says he turned out to be a pervert who was banned from a bar for groping patrons and taking pictures of them. Melvin is suing his former roommate for rent and groceries. Defendant Jerry Dean says when he lived with Melvin, he was forced to sleep on the couch, and Melvin constantly used crack and cocaine in front of him. Jerry's countersuing for defamation of character.
Start with you. With the reputation that the defendant had of being a pervert and groping people, he has a reputation of, they even made up a song about him that's on the internet. About him groping people.
About him
groping people.
Really?
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
Yes, that is true. He knows what song I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna stay over here, I think.
Before you get groped.
He might cop a feel. He might. I meant the defendant.
Do you have record of this song?
No, it's on the internet.
Okay,
You know what
because
song I'm
it's
talking
not on
about.
the
You know
internet.
what song I'm talking about, Jerry. Don't play dumb. I met the defendant 2 years ago. We used to hang out at the same bar. We became friends, and one day we were going out, and he said, well, I need you to take me to my storage locker so I can get some clothes so I can change at your house. So we went to the storage locker, went inside, and it was made up like a bedroom. He had his bed there and TV and nightstand. He was living out of his storage locker. And I was like, wow. So I was like, being the friend that I am, there's no way to live. So I invited the plaintiff to come stay
How
with
long
me.
after meeting him did you invite him to come?
We've known each other for 2 years, but I went to the storage unit about a year and a half ago. He has a reputation of, they even made up a song about him that's on the internet. About him groping people.
About him
groping people.
Really?
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
Yes, that is true.
Plaintiff Melvin Brown is suing his former roommate, who claims Melvin used crack and cocaine in their apartment.
You had known him for a year before going to the storage unit and allowing him to move in, rescuing him from his storage unit residency.
Yes.
That is not right.
So you want to give me a little background before we get to you moving in with him and the rent and groceries he's suing you about?
No, I'm not a pervert, one. And two, obviously he doesn't have evidence of the song.
You just was barred from a bar for taking pictures of people.
All right.
Yes.
Where's the song?
Have you been thrown out? Have you been barred from a bar for groping people in the bathroom?
No, I have not.
Yes, you know that's a lie, Jerry. Don't sit there.
I was barred from the bar because I
tell the truth.
characterized the company.
Why are you
that
doing
owned
your
the
hand
bar.
like that?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're doing.
I was doing photography. Okay, I was doing photography. No, nothing like that. I was doing
I was barred
photography.
from the bar because I...
Exactly. Tell the truth. It's the truth.
No, it's not true.
It is the truth.
I will tell you what you did. I don't know the facts, but what I do know is when you were trying to explain why you were barred, and you couldn't quite explain it, but your hand was going like that, sir.
He knows the truth.
And he says you were barred for groping.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't barred for groping.
What were you barred for?
I was doing photography for the club and the bar. I was let go from the company, and I went on Facebook and defamed the company on Facebook. That's why I was barred.
All right, good enough. So you were telling me about living in the, or denying living in the storage room. And
the storage unit I knew the owner of it, and he was having problems with theft. Okay, so there was a room that he had, and it had a shower and a bathroom in its own safe. So I came up with a temporary solution for him. I became a night watchman for the security for about a month, and that came up. And then I called him one night and was like, well, this is what's been going on. Hey, can I temporarily come and stay with you until I get a better solution?
Did you say how long you wanted to stay?
No.
Okay. Tell me about him moving in with you. You're suing him about rent and groceries.
Yes.
What was the agreement?
He came to my house and he took over, Your Honor. He told me who I can have over, what I can have over. I mean, he was just rude. He'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do dishes while people are trying to sleep. I mean, and he's just rude. He's rude.
And how long did he live with you?
He lived with me for 6 months.
And he was that way all the way through?
He got worse as it went on. He got worse, and then one day I just snapped.
Give me an example.
I'm going to give you a story. He brought this guy home, and the guy was, his friend. And I was asking about the situation. I was like, who is that? He's cute, Oh, no. He don't do black guys. Really?
You should have said, is that true, sir?
He wouldn't even let me talk to him.
Oh, okay.
So the next week, he comes over with him. He goes to the bathroom. So I'm talking to this guy. Me and this guy go spend the night in my bedroom. Next morning, I come out and I said, who don't like black guys? Would you tell him?
He never actually had sex, Your Honor.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
The kid never
he was in my bed, though, and he told you. He said, you said I didn't like black guys? I love black guys. There you go.
He never stated that. He never stated that.
Hold on.
Yes, he said, I love black guys.
Don't be thinking that you're a player because you're not.
He came out.
He said that after leaving the room.
After coming out, said, hey, I like. You told him I didn't like.
When he went in, he didn't like black guys.
He came out.
But when he came out, he said, I love them.
I love black guys. That's what he said.
Let's get to the rent. Sir.
The rent. Okay, so Your Honor, when he first moved in, he didn't have a job. Okay, so the first month I said, it's on me. You got to get you a job. If you want to stay after that, then we'll talk about rent. So the next month come along and I said, well, what are we going to do about rent? Because, you can't live here for free. You can't stay nowhere for free. And he said, well, I'll get my income tax check. And once I get my income tax check, I'll give you money, blah, blah, blah. So we came up through agreement. It was $300 a month for rent and then plus $200.
Beginning when?
Beginning in January.
Plus 200 for what?
For food and utilities.
Okay.
So the income tax check came and I got out the mailbox and I come up and I gave it to him. Your Honor, he was gone so fast, there was nothing but footprints with smoke on him. I didn't see him for a week after that. I did not see him for a week after that.
That's not even accurate.
I did not see him for a week after that.
Okay, let me hear your side, sir, regarding the rent and the groceries.
Okay, so I moved in around February. All right, it wasn't like it was a 4-star hotel. Okay,
It's better than Swords,
right. Please.
Okay.
All right.
You ate, didn't you? You ate?
At least I had my own
You
privacy.
Go ahead.
I slept on the couch, Your Honor, for 5 months. Okay.
Tell me, what was the agreement when you moved in with him?
There was actually no agreement.
Okay, what was your understanding? You could just stay there as long
There
as
was
you
never
want
an
for
understanding.
nothing?
He said
You
I
could
could
have stayed there
come
for
and
years
stay.
with nothing.
He said I could come and stay. Don't worry about rent. Don't worry about bills because they're paid for because I get disability and food
Okay.
stamps.
You never paid a dime?
Never paid a
How
stamp.
long did you live there?
About 5.5 months.
Why did you move?
I actually moved because of him having guys come over and partying and drinking, doing drugs.
You didn't?
No, I don't do drugs.
What type of drugs did he do? And were they in front of you?
Crack and cocaine.
Oh, that is a lie. Don't.
In front of you?
Yes.
That is a lie.
And
You
what
are
would you do?
absolutely
You
lying.
just sit there and say,
Right. That is a lie. That is a lie.
Well, actually,
What
I
would
would
you
get
do?
up and I would leave to go meet with friends or go hang out with friends.
At what
to get
point
away
would you
from
get up?
Before they would actually start doing it.
Okay, so you didn't see him then.
I did see them.
You said you got up before they started doing it. So how could you
That's a
see
lie.
something if you left before they began
They would come
doing
back
it?
into the apartment, okay,
you
go
would
back to
see 'em
his
then?
back room, and I would see and be able to smell and see the smoke coming out of the back room.
Okay, and you knew it was him and not just his friends.
It was both of them.
How do you know if you didn't see it?
Because I know him and his friends. I've known them for 3 years. I know what they do.
How do you know that they do that? How do you know he does? I'm not going to let you accuse somebody of
Exactly.
being a crackhead
Exactly.
and then not challenge you. You got to prove that.
Doing
Do it like
photography.
that.
No,
You didn't
no,
do
no, nothing like that. I was
You
doing
did. I was barred
photography.
from the bar because
Exactly. That's true.
No,
Plaintiff Melvin Brown is suing his former roommate, who claims Melvin used crack and cocaine in their apartment.
Move on.
Then in April, I brought over a flat screen TV, okay, and went out and with some friends to a club. Got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning saying that the place had been robbed, okay, and my flat screen was gone. So I called the police and they did a report, okay, and then 2 days later, I get pulled out aside when I was coming back into the apartment from a neighbor stating that they had lied to the police officer because they helped him get a $30 piece of crack for
That
his
is a lie.
The neighbor.
Yes.
The neighbor knows where to buy crack.
Yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't rely on the neighbor who's a crackhead.
Why would they lie to me over having a TV store?
Because they may have stolen it themselves to buy crack.
Right.
How would they get in an apartment?
Break in. That's what people do.
It was never broken.
It was a break-in.
They
It's
could
on
have
the
had a
police
key.
report.
They could have manipulated someone
It was
into
a
getting the
break-in.
key. Let's move on, sir. Don't trust what crackheads tell you.
Okay, so
Sir, remember the last question I asked you was, when did you leave and why?
when did I move? The end of June.
And when did you get your income tax?
April.
Did you pay him anything then?
We actually walked down to the convenience store to cash it, and I gave him $50 to start out. He would ask for about $20 or $30 every couple hours, and I gave him about a total of $400 in my tax return.
Why?
Just at the time, I'd been staying with him, so I kind of felt,
Felt obligated?
a little bit
Oh,
obligated.
good enough.
You can sit there and tell that
Sir, the defamation, why are you suing for that?
Just because since I've left, he's gone out to the bars, he's talked to my friends, just smearing my name.
Telling them you on crack? That's defamation. What specifically did he do to defame you?
He told the bar owners that he was pissed off over me going there.
Going
and
where?
that
To
he
the
would
bar?
to the local bar, and that he would never
Okay, that's
come
not
back.
defamation, saying I'm mad because he goes to the bar. That's not defamation.
Your Honor, that's the
Well,
bar
I
he
mean,
got
he's
kicked out.
Did
lying
your
over a
witness want to
situation
speak?
that wasn't
Yeah.
true.
Come on up. Ma'am, state your name.
Hello, my name is Ayana, and I was, we had went out drinking one night, and we came back. We were all we had a lot to drink, and I felt something, fondling my area.
That's a complete.
And I thought it was the cat. I thought it was the cat because the cat usually sleeps there, so I didn't think nothing of it.
You thought the cat was fondling you.
No, there's nothing.
And you didn't mind the
But the
cat.
cat usually sleeps there when he, the paws when he, gets
He needs.
comfortable.
He likes to need.
And so once
And you're all right with that. The cat can do it.
right
But
now,
just
partners,
him,
but the
he's
cat
not
doesn't.
allowed to do it. Go ahead.
And so after this went on for like a couple minutes, I, finally woke up and came to, and I heard some scrambling, and I seen him running to the other couch.
That is
All right.
totally false.
And I just
All
felt
right,
completely
totally
violated, Your
false, he
Honor.
says. All right, you're making this up, he says, obviously.
No.
Now, do you have any evidence? You
Yes,
say?
Your Honor. And
Go
there's one
ahead.
other thing I'm going to say. He also told us that he had a job. So here we are thinking he's going to work every day. I'm like, yeah, I said, when you get paid? He said, in a month. One of my friends called me and said, your roommate ain't work. He down here at the bar.
All right, let me get some.
So-
Anyone have any physical evidence?
I have
Writing, contract?
I have text message from him, and then I have 2 sworn
What is the
affidavits.
text message indicating?
They indicated, because I pay for his cell phone
Let me
bill that's
see it.
on right now. He told me if I
see it.
turn his phone off, I'm not getting my money.
Sir?
Yes.
No what? No what?
No,
No what?
I didn't state
Is something
that.
wrong with you? You seem like the one that's a crackhead. Quite frankly. you seem like your cognitive skills have been damaged, sir. Judgment for
Well,
the plaintiff. I have evidence here, and you can't respond. $3,000 for the plaintiff. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Loser, bum, moocher.
Screw you.
Moocher. No, you're a loser. You're a
Living with
loser.
your dumb
You was living with me. You were fine living
Please.
with me. You're
life.
loser,
Bye.
pervert. Act like the world owes him something. I don't know which rock he crawled out from under. He can't stay somewhere for free.